Hey everybody. You ever hear that term radical responsibility? What does that concept mean? Right? It means taking ownership for everything that you do when you partake in a situation, in a relationship, in a work environment, with family. And it becomes difficult, right? When someone does something bad to you, like how do I take responsibility for that? Well, you don't take responsibility for their actions, and it doesn't mean that they didn't do something wrong. But how did you respond to it? How did you react to it? How are you dealing with it afterwards? And how is it affecting the people around you, right? That's your responsibility. That's my responsibility in this situation. And it's a little easier to understand in those types of situations. But when it comes to trauma and taking radical responsibility with trauma, it's a little more difficult, right? Because those of us that had bad things happen to us when we were kids, that's not our fault. Those were bad things. And those were not great people that did it, right? And there's no excuse for that. But that trauma is affecting the way we interact with the world. It's affecting people around us. It's affecting our relationships. It's affecting our work environments. And that is our responsibility. You know, I heard this amazing saying one point about trauma not being my fault, but it is my responsibility to heal. And that's a hard ownership to take, right? When something happened to you that was terrible, and now I have to do something about it, because guess what? No one else can. And those of us that have dealt with this, and it has come out in really unhealthy ways along the line, causing problems for us with our families, with our partners, causing addiction issues, all kinds of behavioral problems, right? That is our responsibility to heal from that trauma. It's hard to swallow that pill, but we're the only ones that can do it. And that's radical responsibility. Taking ownership of that and saying, hey, in no way was that my fault, but it is now my responsibility to do something about it, so that I can show up as a better person, so that I can have better relationships, so that the people around me can have a more positive interaction with me. I can choose to do that. So think about it in your life, you know? People that do bad things, not good people. Don't have to forgive, but we can heal. Okay, have a great day.